Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Calibur 6 with Chaos Counseling.
Woo, wolf in the forest. Hello.
I mean, that's where wolf should be. I mean, it's not as eloquent as fox in the hen house, but alright. According to the information I received from the Vel organization, a Malfested lurked in this forest. The average person would never set foot in here, but hunters who braved these woods were known to disappear. The density of these trees made for plenty blind spots. An ambusher's dream. It was no wonder few ever saw this creature and lived to tell the tale. The Malfested here could indeed be the Black Demon. My heart pounded. I made my way into the depths of the shadowy forest. Moo. Almost immediately I was attacked. My attacker, however, was not Ooman, but a lone wolf. Unused to fighting wild beasts, I knew a tough battle lay ahead. Tried to escape my bestial assailant, but it pursued me with dodging persistence and speed. Perhaps this creature was Malfested. The moment I finally landed what I thought was a decent blow, a whistle pierced the air, and the wolf retreated into the darkness of the trees. Apparently the wolf had an... Following the trail of blood, I arrived at a clearing where a Malfested hunter was crouched next to the wounded wolf. Just since there's so much narration, why don't you take these one-offs?
So, the hunter has become the hunted.
Cliche, dude. Cliche. Without a word, I readied my whip-on.
This is the part where you die.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
I don't imagine that kind of, metal skirt would make for very good sneaking while you're trying to hunt guy. Because just metal in general has a tendency to clank next to itself. I mean, okay, yes, I know he has two swords, but... And I get that as a hunter, it makes sense he has that fighting style, because it's the one with the gun, so that's the closest he can get to a ranged attack and all.
Mm-hmm.
But... screw it, I'm questioning logic on that sort of thing, because why not? Definitely was using a lot of air saying those lines.
You're dead.
Eh. Look at that, you got a sword in your stomach. The Malfested hunter took the life of the wounded wolf, likely in order to prevent its suffering. This was something I wouldn't expect from the Black Demon, so likely my target was elsewhere. Yes, I just, again, casually murdered. My investigation had so far proven fruitless. At this pace, I would never find the Black Demon or Grow. I thought back to the promise I made him. Kill me! No matter what difficulties I faced, I could never give up. Once again, I went to meet Dion and Natalie. No, my poor lips! You can tell at this point they had really run out of ideas, because now this just feels very Assassin's Creed 1-esque. Because it's oh, right, I'm on an expedition. That's why I can't travel. Again, not knocking the first Assassin's Creed 1, but it got kind of boring going back and forth. When I arrived, I told them how poorly things had gone. Okay, screw it. My lips can't do it. I see. Well, you're not in the You will not be pleased, though, that our efforts have been similarly disappointing. However, certain facts have become clear. Firstly, the Black Demon is said to use a sword. Secondly, it operates only at night. Thirdly, after analyzing our few eyewitness reports, we can now say for certainty that the demon's actions are similar to those of an outsider. The indication is that it is no longer in control of itself. So all this means... Dion paused.
Because I should find out they would classify the demon as an outsider.
If the demon is indeed Grow, we'll all need to prepare ourselves to accept that. Natalie and I are doing what we can to keep this information quiet for now. Dion unraveled the map on the table. This may help somewhat that shows every location where the Black Demon's been sighted.
We've seen locations from this map based on the skill level of the victims, the appearance of weapons used by the assailant, and so on. However, the dearth of witnesses means we cannot guarantee the validity of our information.
The three of us shared our thoughts. As we looked over the map, despite talking for hours, we could not reach any correct conclusion on where or how to continue our search. The data was just too scarce.
I've been wondering, what occurred to you before joining the van?
Natalie's question was sudden and unexpected. I believe the Grow has always been part of the organization.
Nick Creed. It is true he was raised by the organization from a young age, but if I remember correctly, he and Sir Curtis were from the same area.
Well, in that case, I suppose the Grow was from somewhere in Scandinavia.
So it isn't clear how exactly he came to join the van.
Thinking back, Grow had spoken about missing his homeland, and let it slip that he endured fierce blizzards there. It makes sense that he was from somewhere in the north.
We will continue investigations and do the same.
Keep your wits about you. The information we have on the Black Demon suggests it's no ordinary outsider. Even if you find it, approach it with caution, and retreat at the first sign of danger. Remember, you are not alone. I nodded, and then I set out once again. I'm all alone, all by myself. I'm all alone. Oh no, you're not. I'm here, you twat. What? It's from Spamalot.
Okay.
The Shadow of Snow. With the information I had obtained from Dion and Natalie, I was able to surmise approximately where Grow's homeland was. Up to that point, I had all been a wild goose chase. I learned some small things about the Black Demon, but had no true leads. This time, however, I had an inkling I was headed in the right direction. Before me lay a sublimely beautiful sight, a rugged land of great glaciers and awe-inspiring vistas. The cold, however, was less pleasant. If I was careless, I'd freeze to death. Lit a fire and warmed myself as I waited for the sun to set. So, I think I may have mentioned this, but I made my character look like Red Sonja when I played this on my own. Red Sonja is famous for just wearing bikini mail. It's like, yeah, I played through this, and I didn't change her costume. I just kind of realized I was kind of a dick. Anyway, no moon shone in the sky that night. The soft snow seemed to absorb all the sounds, silencing the calls of the beast and bird. The crackle of my campfire seemed deafening. From afar, I heard footsteps crunching through the snow, the steady 1-2 rhythm indicating a human. I was unable to ascertain how far away they were, but they seemed to be headed towards me. Not wanting to take any chances, I readied my weapon. Footsteps grew near and then stopped. The fire crackled. I called out, but received no reply. A piece of wood on the fire snapped with a loud crack. Wah! A beastly cry filled the air, and a shadowy assailant jumped out of the darkness. Darkness! I was barely able to deflect a lightning-fast slash. In the glowing fire, I could just make out a swordsman in a black uniform of the Avel organization. His mad, blood-red eyes caught mine. A chill ran up my spine. It was Grow! Twice. 3 times I made it. Our weapons clashed. It was clear I was the prey and not the predator. Dion's words flashed through my mind. I kicked the logs on the fire into the air. A piece of burning wood struck Grow in the face, sending him reeling back. Quick as a flash, I turned and ran for my life. From behind me, I heard a terrifying howl echo through the chilly night air. As I feared, the Black Demon was indeed Grow. However, he had completely lost himself to malfestation, and his now unfettered strength was incredible. He was as strong as he was when he defeated Aswell, perhaps even stronger. It would have been foolish to try and overpower him. Should I seek the help of the Vel organization? No. There was another I should find first. Zasamel. He taught me how to become strong enough to bring down Aswell. He may know of a way to face his Grow's might. Though I hated leaving Grow like this, I decided to search for Zasamel. Now, let's just go deal with Grow now. It'll end the game faster. Lots of monologues. Here we go. It was no small feat trying to track down the scythe-wielding sage, but I somehow managed to locate him in Othbatlach.
Where you were?
Yeah, what do you want? I explained how I found Grow, but I needed to know how to defeat him.
That man was of great interest to me, despite his connections to the Vel organization. You do not need anything for him. He has lost all control and rampages like a mad bull. Though he has incredible strength now, it will wane in time. And when the last drop drains from him, death will claim his soul.
I told Zasamel how I promised to kill Grow should he turn. After a brief pause, Zasamel spoke.
The sword you used to kill Aswell may be able to strike down your malfested friend too. Can you still sense the sword?
I closed my eyes and concentrated. It was faint, but the blade still called out for me. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy.
You may still be able to summon it, however your task won't be easy. Then again, you already know that. This time, you may have to sacrifice a good portion of your remaining life to manifest the sword. And if you fail, you'll very likely perish. So think hard before you do that.
I told him I would fight Grow, no matter what the cost.
Those limited lifetimes often behave in strange ways. Very well, do as you please.
In the blink of an eye, Zasamel disappeared. I suppose he was finished with me for now. Before I faced down Grow, I decided to once again pay a visit to the Vel organization base. I had no intention of asking for help, but thought I should explain my intentions. Wow. Dion's eyes were filled with anguish. The Black Demon lets its victims grow larger daily. It will soon be impossible to keep the rest of the Vel in the dark. Eventually, we will have to speak about you too as part of our reports on the Black Demon. That will be the point of no return, even if it's true that his powers will eventually wane, and he will die. Vel will not stand idly by and watch it happen. The Grow's fate would be to die like an animal at the hands of the hunters, without honor and as an outsider. I cannot bear even the thought of it. Is there really no way? I cannot concede defeat just yet. When I told Dion I wished to defeat Grow myself, he let out an enormous sigh. Then so be it. It's on your hands now. I shall delay my report to the organization. As I went to leave the room, Dion called out to me. Fluffy, I leave for Grow's fate in your hands. I told him I would fulfill my promise to Grow and made my exit. So I'm just throwing this out there. If they decide to bring Grow's fighting style back, could they make Dion or Natalie the character in the game? Because quite frankly, they are more interesting than Grow, in my humble opinion. Just because Grow's kind of an edgy edgelord, and that's really all he has going for him. I returned to the snowy field where I had encountered Grow. With my weapon ready, I scoured the area in hopes of finding my opponent before he found me. Unfortunately, he was not so easy to track down. But perhaps Grow had sensed that I would look for him. He found me before the sunset. I could feel his madness, his bloodlust. There was nothing left of the nobleman I once knew. His time for words were over. Oh, that reminds me, just because I know I mentioned it in this series, we talked about the game Tales of Zestiria, and I said at one point that a friend had told me the game was in development for like 10 years. I did mention I never confirmed that, but this is something I did want to rectify. I did get around to looking it up, and it was only in development for 3 years. Plus, I know I did flat out state at one point that the game had forced rewrites at the last minute, and while that is something I did personally read, I the other day was trying to track down that article just because I was trying to see if I could find a synopsis of what the story was beforehand. I couldn't find that article again, meaning that, unfortunately, even if it is true, I have no way, I don't have any ready proof of that statement anymore, so I kind of just, yeah, because I can't find any evidence of that anymore. Please don't take what I said when we talked about Zestiria as fact, because again, I have nothing to back it up. Like I said, I did swear I read that in an article. I just don't remember where the article was, and I haven't been able to find it again, so... Huh. Maybe I'm going to need to switch to not this fighting style, because I don't know if it's that good against itself, or maybe it's just a case of I suck. Because, yeah, I mean, Ro's not my ideal fighting style either, even though I have played with it a bit more than some others. I mean, I only did that because I thought his style was kind of cool. Going Darth Maul up on people's behinds. Sort of. Okay, have at it. I'm trying, but you won't let me. And we're back! Woo! Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Is this the end? Hello.
Possibly. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, actual cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me.
Part of me wants to say I don't think Ro died.
You fought hard. I was prepared to die, but instead have incurred a great debt. My journey is not over. I must investigate the astral fissure said to still be open. I will find some way to use my power, other than just for eliminating my enemies, as you did. No doubt our paths will cross again. When that time comes, do not hesitate to let me know if I can help. So long. It has been a great pleasure.
Okay. So that was the mission mode of Soul Calibur 6. Woo! I mean, yeah, there's a lot more we can do with the side quests and other character stuff, but just due to the simple fact that we don't have, you know, the most time in the world, this is where we are going to call it quits.
It's been fun while it lasted.
So what'd you think?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still not a huge fan of fighting games, but I had fun.
I'm with you. And I just thought it'd be, hey, Soul Calibur was probably one of the first fighting games that we ever really got into. And again, I know it's more me and our older brother, but... the first one had Link, so it was kind of fun. I remember we both really went nuts with the character creation in Soul Calibur 5. Had a lot of fun with that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I rather enjoyed this one. Again, there's still a few character fighting styles I wish were in this game that weren't, but... you know, as far as I know, I think they're still releasing content, and the two guest characters in this game, Geralt and 2B, who was added later, who she's not part of the main package. She was, yeah, it was interesting. It was fun. I like it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, can we skip? Can we skip?
Nope.
Alright. Well, that's it for this series. We'll see you in the next one.